Hello, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate. We're doing another solo run, and this one's going to be the proper one, because, you know, Drow Ranger, she wasn't very impressive. Not that I thought, I had it in my head, you know, thinking Archmage, Arch characters could be, you know, good, but no, we're playing the best class you can play as in Baldur's Gate. So I'm just going to roll my stats here, playing as Barbarian, and then later on going into the Mage. I will speed it up here, fast forward, because, you know, you don't really want to see me rolling consecutively for like 20 minutes. I know I wouldn't if I was doing that, so yeah, just fast forward all the way through, and then we'll get to the stats that we like. The only issue I had with these stats was the case of, like, the strength number. I mean, I had some really, really good attributes, but it was the strength that put me off, because it was subpar mediocre. However, that being said, it's not actually like a problem because we get the strength tome, so we'll have 19 strength by the end of the game anyway. I just thought I'd have a bit of issues unlocking stuff, but you know what, doesn't matter. Anyway, as our Barbarian Mage, we are going to be playing with quarterstaffs, so the idea of that is getting the Staff of Rin, which later on in the game, and then when we go into Baldur's Gate 2, you know, we're going to have a pretty decent staff in that as well. Probably in the form of Staff the Ram. I think that's the best staff you can get in that game. It's a +5, I believe, when you get to Throne of Baal. No idea. It's been a long time. You'll notice as well at the start of the game I make a couple of mistakes, a few things here and there. Only because it's been a while since I played this last. It's probably been about 2 weeks. Because I've been binging Divinity 2. I've never played the game before until a few days ago, and well, last week, and oh my god, I'm in love with that game. It's absolutely incredible. To the point where Pathfinder's just nothing to it. I've completely dropped playing Pathfinder, which I need to get back into at some point. I've got the videos already recorded, I just need to start recording the rest of it. But yeah, it's a bit difficult, because I'm just loving Divinity. I think as well I'm loving it more because I'm not playing through it, whereas playing through Pathfinder it was like, oh, kind of had that thing in my head. Either way, let's get into it.
Yes.
We're at Candlekeep. With just, you know, any tips for any of those people who've just started out on Baldur's Gate. If you do want to play a character, you know, play with a party, don't play solo. But also go clockwise around Candlekeep, because that way you can sort everything out. I did make a mistake here. Please buy bolts from the innkeeper. I know, I realised as soon as I got into the guards barracks, I completely forgot to do that. I just bypassed it. Don't really have to do that stuff. I mean, you can if you want the extra 5 gold, whatever. To be fair, I only really do it for the experience because min-maxing, but again, you don't really need to do it at all by any means necessary. But yeah, if you are new to Baldur's Gate, I would recommend not watching this. If you're new to Baldur's Gate as wanting to play a solo character, then by all means, go for it. I'm playing in 60 frames per second, so that's where the gameplay is faster.
Yes.
So that's why if people are getting confused as to why character movement is quicker and stuff like that, that's why I prefer it this way. The only issue is cutscenes don't always work because it's faster than what the cutscenes are actually set to is 30 frames. Either way, I just prefer it like this, just because it's faster gameplay, faster you know, mechanics, I guess, as well. And it's more interesting for you guys instead of, you know, this 30-minute video would be an hour video.
Our rules,
you know, it's kind of like, that's how I look at it anyway. And most games nowadays 60 frames per second. So yeah, what we're doing, we picked up that sword and poison bottle, and now we're just coming in here, we're just going to steal what's in the box, in the chest, if these monks and people get out of the way, which they don't. It takes a while. I think it's the longest I've ever waited to steal something from this chest. Normally I get it done straight away and I'm out. But yeah, obviously, if you guys are coming back to Baldur's Gate because of Baldur's Gate 3, then fantastic. I will be doing Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes out eventually. Only reason I'm putting this on YouTube is because I'm in love with Baldur's Gate 3. mind you, I'm also in love with Divinity. Because of Baldur's Gate 3, I played Divinity, because the people who made it are making Baldur's Gate. And yeah, tell you what, I'm so excited. More excited than I was because of how good Divinity is. But yeah, I will explain obviously my thought process for my character for those of you who are wondering. As I said, I play for like a little bit of like a min-maxy sort of style, not quite speed run, but very like min-max, and that's because I like to get strong. I like playing the game when you're powerful. It's more interesting that way, to me anyway. But yeah, no, basically what we do is I break it down to like 3 different segments. It's like, in my head I'm thinking, do I need gold? Nope. Do I need experience? Yep. Cool, get experience. Do I need to get gold and experience? Yep. Do I need items? Just break it down into those 3 points. And you'll notice as I go through the game, I get gold really quickly, really easily, and then I start to focus on getting experience. So basically, within the first, I think, 20 minutes of the game, I've already got all the gold I pretty much need for the first, half of the game. And then I get, decent items, and then eventually I get, the items I really need, which is the Staff of Ruin and the Cloak of Displacement. Those are the 2 main items if you're playing as a quarterstaff wielding maniac. But yeah, this Cloak of Displacement is decent. Obviously, Pause the Cheetah boost speed. You don't get that until later on in the game, but that will be obviously one of our key items. But yeah, it's just a case of getting the +3 staff. I think it's +3. So just to have a better time of hitting, and obviously with me speed leveling up, so I do all of like the little mini side quests and stuff, get as much experience as possible. It's just to get those extra points, prerequisite points into quarterstaff, so I can get to master as soon as possible, and eventually, hopefully, get to grandmaster. I think that's at level 8, I believe. No idea. So here we are with Imoen. Obviously it's a solo run, so we won't be taking her, so we will be booting her from the party. But before that, we're going to be nicking all of her stuff. Yeah, literally robbing her blind. Taking everything but the clothes on her back and her bow. At least she can defend herself. But, it wouldn't be in the spirit of a solo run if we had Imoen tag along the whole way, would it? No. So, basically, this is where this game actually starts, pretty much. We've done the tutorial section. Now we're actually getting into playing it properly. So, just heading upwards, back to where Gorion was brutally murdered. And, yeah. Just going to rob him blind as well. Is it ethical to, take stuff off of the corpse of your dead foster father? I don't know. Who knows? I mean, he was there all your life, I guess. You can always take his belt. I don't know. Either way, the belt's useless, but it's good for selling money. If you like min-maxing, do it. This wolf is normally brutal, but because I'm playing a barbarian, I get an extra 15 hit points from rage, and the rest of the stuff that rage does a lot of things. But yeah, makes me feel like a beast. If I was playing any other character, I'd get one shot, as you saw if you've watched my other videos. That wolf is just ridiculous. But we get our revenge on the wolves of the world later on anyway. Now here as well, I was actually about to move on forth, but then I realised that I've still got a couple of things to do. One of those things is talking to Zar and Monteron and robbing them blind, and then also picking up the hidden item that's on this map section, which is the diamond in the tree. Basically, again, just to get some extra money. Breaking it, they basically break every run down into 3 sections of a solo run. Money, XP, items. If you're not getting money, if you don't need money, then you need XP. If you don't need XP, then you need items. That's the way I see it. Money is like the be all and end all of Baldur's Gate, but as soon as you hit like 20,000 plus, to be fair 40,000 as well, later on, but 20,000 plus, at this point, you're set. You're set up until you get into the actual city of Baldur's Gate, because you don't need that much money. you don't. Money is not as important in this game as it is in the second game. So if I don't need the money, then I go off and I start doing all these little mini side quests, just to get as much XP as possible. And you'll see all of the little side quests I do, and also you'll see all the little items I pick up. So one of the things is, it's on the way to Friendly Armin. In this little boulder here, I pick up, it's the Ring of Princes. It's a +1 ring. Probably the best armour in Baldur's Gate is wearing the full steel plate armour, full plate mail, which is, I think, the best non-enchanted armour, but then with the rings on top, it becomes the best armour ever that you can get in this game. So with the Guard's ring, which is the +2 ring, that makes it the best, because obviously you get +2 armour rating, so it has the highest AC, but also because you get +2 to all saving throws. So no, and as far as I'm aware, no other armour does that, so it's actually really useful. But yes, and then just carrying on, I picked up the Ring of Arcana, or the Ring of Acuity, or whatever it's called. Basically, that little ring goes for a lot of money. It's really useful if you're a mage, which we are not yet. We will be going into a mage, but probably not in this game. Probably in Baldur's Gate 2. When we get, because I think you could play a barbarian mage 2 ways, of going from 9, leveling up to level 9,
yes,
and then going from level 9 barb into mage, or you can go into level 13 barbarian and then go into mage that way. I think 13 barbarian and then mage is the best way of playing it, but obviously it's tedious, hard, annoying, but you know, that's the fun of it all. But then if you know a couple of tips like I do, it's easy.
Calm yourself, dear.
All this talking and everything is making me want to have a drink. So, like with every video, when I do a talk through, get yourself a cup of tea. Oh, I do love a good bit of, I think it's, I don't know, Tetley. I don't know. Tetley tea. It's not bad, but it's not the best. Best tea is probably Yorkshire. I know, to me, it tastes better. Anyway, so yeah, here we meet Jaheira and Khalid. And you probably guessed it right, we rob them blind. Take all of their stuff. Gets me better armour and a helmet. So I have immunity to critical hits now. Yes. I don't really see the point of that, to be honest, because it makes the game a little bit too easy. Maybe I should make a playthrough where I have to play Kensai Mage, because that would add a bit of skill factor to the game, I guess. But yeah, so we've got the money, because you saw me sell everything I had. I think about 10,000 gold, I don't know, possibly. So basically, we've got our money now, and all we've got to do is get the experience. So coming out, as I do with every playthrough, I come out of Friendly Armin, go up to the north section, and start killing the hobgoblins. They give you about 35 XP, but that's not the reason as to why we're doing it. Because one of them, this guy here, he drops a ring, and that ring is Joni's fire dance ring, and then you hand it in for a quest, and you know, Bob's your uncle, you get 300 XP. Decent. The only thing is, playing throughout a lot of this game, to be honest, I roll really badly. I don't know if it's just my luck, but I seem to have a lot of bad luck playing through this character. I.e., dying when I shouldn't have died to characters. Like, basically, later on, I fight an Enkeg, he's one hit away from dying, and then suddenly, I just get wrecked. It's like, oh great, he hits every single time, and I miss every single one of my attacks after hitting like 4 or 5 times in a row. And it's like, really, it's just rage inducing. But yeah,
yes,
just handed in the ring, got the experience. So experience is quite important, especially for a solo level character, because the idea of playing as a solo run, if you've never done it before, is to get as powerful as you can, as quickly as you can, as soon as you can. Same with items, getting as best items possible, and obviously money gets you those items, which is why I prioritise getting as much money as you can as soon as possible, which means I sell the Ring of Acuity and sell a couple of other things as well, like all of the crap that you find at Candlekeep and on the way there. But you know, the game's not hard if you're playing with a party. The game's not really that hard if you're playing as a solo character. In fact, I'd say it's a lot easier than playing with a party, just because the benefits of playing solo, you don't have to think too much about playing, like about tactics, or you just don't have to think too much about playing. Like, especially as a barbarian, it's just point and click, and then rage. In the almighty words of Grog, rage. But yeah, it's very simple, very basic, especially in Baldur's Gate 1. But Baldur's Gate 2, when you get up to a mage, it's so much more fun. Becoming a mage, magic in Baldur's Gate, as I've said before, is just the most rewarding thing ever. That's probably why I like Divinity, actually, because that game, using magic in that game is rewarding. Makes you feel really powerful, unlike Skyrim. Yeah, we won't talk about that, but it's still kind of one of my favourite games. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so now we got to Baragost. Now, another tip to all of you people out there: talk to this guy correctly, and you get 900 experience, which is really good. I think you just have to do options 1 and then option 1, option 3, and then option 1. And then you get 900 experience. If not, just follow the video. I'm probably just talking rubbish. But yeah, you get 900 XP. That's a lot of XP, especially for a level 1 character. Helps you get, you know, get that extra boost. And it also takes no time at all. Also, when you speak to that merchant, pick up the book, because when you go and speak to this guy, you hand him the book because it's part of a quest. And you get more experience, and you also get a scroll case. The reason why we do that is for the scroll case, but also the experience. Because for me, as a person, I don't know obviously if you guys are any different, I'm very OCD about inventory stuff. I mean, the most satisfying thing was me playing Divinity and having the auto sort feature. I wish every game had that, because you'll find that when I'm playing Baldur's Gate, I sort through my inventory quite a lot, and I organise it. So I like having organised inventories, just the way I am, unfortunately. But yes, we also come into this inn, and upstairs, if you go upstairs, you break into the little chest thingy bob. You pick up this mace called the Stupefier. It used to be really, really powerful. It used to be, I think, the most powerful mace in the game because of its stun feature. Then it got nerfed.
With caution.
But yeah, we just identify it and sell it. A little bit more money. We've got a decent sized purse now.
With caution.
So it's just a case of getting a bit more experience. So you notice I'm touching all of these walls. It's just so I can unlock the places to fast travel to and fast travel from. Basically it comes in handy instead of me just having to run around like a headless chicken the entirety of the game. Just speeds up things a lot more. I did forget to do that at the friendly arm inn. Go and touch the north wall, completely forgot to do that. Which, you know, I should have done, because I was right there, I was literally right next to it. But I forgot, as you do. As I said, I haven't played this game in like a couple of weeks. So I've forgotten quite a lot of things because my head's just been constantly filled with Divinity. And just doing all of the min-max and stuff in that. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I play a game I love min-maxing. I just like feeling powerful. Also, when you come into this area, I don't advise you to attack these Ogrillions, or whatever they're called, these things, half ogre, half men. They will destroy you. They are party killers. Even if they're playing as a party, they will wreck you. Fortunately, I got lucky, I guess. I was able to kill them quite easily. But you want to pick up that letter because that lets her, again, part of a side quest, gets you quite a lot of experience, and also gets you a ring, which is the Ring of Princes, which we've already got, but you can sell it, and you get a bit of, you know, a fair bit of money from it. So it's really decent. Obviously, I wasn't going to fight those knights because they will destroy me. They would have given me good loot, but I don't need the stuff that they've got, because they would have given me a plate armor, which is brilliant. But where I'm going at the moment is to get the second best heavy armor in the game. Second best heavy armor for me
With your hurried flight
as a ring wearer, I guess, a ring bearer. Because obviously I'm not going to be wearing enchanted items, and the full plate's the best. So the second best is the Ankeg, heavy plate armor, which you'll find it actually in Nashkel. It's actually southwest corner, I believe. That's where I'm heading now, and it's hitting in the farmlands bit. But yeah, that armor's really, really strong, especially if you are, you know, playing in a party. It takes 2 seconds to get it. Pick it up, give it to Minsk. You know, it's decent. And obviously, it's just free armor, and the armor's decent, as I said. Also, talking to Nuba, yep, he's a funny character. If you force dialogue with him, instead of just waiting around, you will just eventually burn through all of his talking cues, and to the point where he will just leave. But also, you get a bit of experience from it, so it's brilliant. You know, every little helps, as Asda says. If you're not from England and you don't know who Asda is, apologies, it's a supermarket. Basically English equivalent of a Walmart. But yeah, and their slogan is every little helps. And then you slap your bum twice.
Your clothes
yeah.
are absolutely dreadful.
Weird, I know.
I've got the best prices
But
this side of
yes,
Cormier.
we're now going off into the carnival section, purely for the fact that one of the best items in the game is here, from this merchant, and it's the Amulet of
You
Cheese.
need a new tailor. Your
That's the
clothes
genuine
are
name for it,
absolutely
is the
dreadful.
Amulet of Cheese.
Yes.
Because with this amulet you can just cheese through the entirety of the game. You don't even need to do anything, you can literally just throw fireballs at people when they die, while you do nothing.
Always ready to entertain.
So it's very, very vital for a new player, for a very early start character, to get hold of this item, because it's just infinite fireballs. And when I say infinite, it is, because if you sell the amulet back to a merchant and then buy it again, it's got all of its charges. And I think it's like 28 charges, something like that. So it's very, very useful. And you can just spam it. That's why it's so cheesy, because it's such a good item. And it's relatively cheap for me, because the way I'm playing through this game is I'm going to have so much money, I don't know what to do with it half the time. But that's the fun part about playing a solo character. You've only got to worry about one character, and most of your items, you know, are given to you. I.e. not buying the full plate mail, but you get given it by killing one of the bandits. I can't remember what his name is, he's one of the main bandits. Kill him, and you get the best armor in the game. And then, later on in the game, you get Baldur Cheetah, you don't have to buy them. It's just a case of not having to spend a lot of money on gear, because half of that you just find. The only two things I do buy is the staff and the cloak, that's it. But the things I do buy a lot is scrolls, the ones that I can use, and also buying potions. Potions in Baldur's Gate, the first one at least, is the god tier. You basically become immortal if you drink enough regeneration potions, because you can stack them. You can become immune to magic using scrolls or potions. Basically, potions just can turn the tide of any fight, and especially if you're facing off boss battles, use them. They're that good. They're really, really strong. And yeah, just sometimes with certain potions, be careful in the way you drink them, because there's a certain blue potion which will ruin everything you've drunk if you drink it last. But if you drink it first, you're golden, you're fine. So just carrying on with my min-maxing path. So I have a very set route in my mind of how I do things in this game. first thing I do is pick up the amulet, Ankeg armor obviously, you know, then get the amulet of fireball cheese, and then I come to High Henge, mainly because obviously I want to pick up the potion case. I think it's the only merchant that's not in Baldur's Gate that sells it, so go there, pick it up, saves your inventory space as well, which is always good.
Yes.
But also because these gnolls, one of these gnolls drops a short sword. It's known as Purdue's short sword. Pick it up because it's part of a side quest, and as I said, experience. So we're going off to Philantia, pick up the potion case, but also sell a lot of, you know, the random crap we've picked up along the way. Basically just to get a bit of money. And as you can see, we about 8k here, but afterwards, you know, we get a lot of money. I think by the end of the recording I've got about 30,000, possibly. Not the end of this part 1, but the end of the actual recording session. We have a fair bit of money. Obviously, when you're coming out of Philantia's castle, you want to kill the skeleton and pick up its skull, because again, part of the side quest involving Philantia. And then you go to the south, so south of High Henge, you want to go there. But first I realised I completely forgot to do one of my level up sort of things in Baragost, which you talk to Garrick. And you know what, obviously, if anyone's played Baldur's Gate as a party and they've got Garrick in their team, you know, you're doing it, you do his mission. And then, because I'm playing as a kind of like a neutrally good sort of character, I'd obviously say no. From a min-max perspective, it's because I want her staff. So Silky, you kill her, you get a staff, and you get a nice potion of defense out of it as well, and also some money. You know, it's decent, and that +1 staff is useful for pretty much, I'd say a good 20 to 30 minutes for me playing, because then I go and get the staff written. But it's there to use while I have it. And +1 better than a normal quarterstaff. So it's a no-brainer, and then I can sell it afterwards, get a bit of money out of it.
Salutations.
And then I turn in, so from the half ogre, half human thingy people, they drop that note, go to this house, and you can turn in that note to get a bit of experience and the Ring of Princes. And then Purdue's short sword, you go into the inn where Silky was standing outside of. I thought it was the inn was south of Baragost. I keep thinking that, but it's not. It's this inn that Silky stands outside the front of, and you go in there, you hand it in to him, and you get like 50 gold, but which is nothing. That's like, you know, the price of my left shoe in this game. But yeah, you go in, and it's just a free experience. It's easy, and that's what the whole game should be like. It's just you play it in real life as well. You kind of want to achieve all the side quests. Obviously, if you come into this inn, you do get attacked straight away by this dwarf. To be fair, in my head I was like, I cannot be asked to chase him, so I just blast him with magic missiles. And if you're asking how can I cast that, it's the one I've got. It's equipped on my hotbar. Obviously, this game came out 20 years ago, so you guys probably know what you're doing. You guys know how to play this game. But if you're looking to make the most powerful godlike character in Baldur's Gate completely, then this is the video to watch. We are playing through from the first game, and then eventually moving on into Dragonspear, and then moving on from Dragonspear into Baldur's Gate 2 and Throne of Bhaal. And in a way, I'm glad I kind of had hiatus from Baldur's Gate, because it makes me want to get back into it and play it properly, and play it well. Obviously, with here coming into the Spider's Den bit, I thought I was strong enough. I was, but I also kite them through this door. So what you want to do is you don't want to run to the door straight away. You want to start and wait until the spiders sort of move a little bit towards you. So what I always do is I click to the left side of the room, so the spiders sort of AI path over to that direction, and then move to the door, and then kill them single file. It's a trick learnt from playing like various different games, Skyrim, Oblivion, Icewind Dale, which I actually really want to do a playthrough on this channel. So maybe
Think
after
carefully.
playing Baldur's Gate, all of this, we'll do that. Right. So, I think I'm going to end the video there for part 1. So thanks for watching, guys. If you do like it, put a like and a comment down in the description, and if you want to see more, subscribe, I guess. Cheers for watching, guys, and thanks again. Bye.